Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Fusion here and welcome to a new kind of video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this in Photoshop. Let's get into the video. So first off, what you're going to go and do is you want to go and make a new thing, and you want to go on 1280 by 720. Now you can make the resolution whatever you want, but I suggest over 100, just so it makes it nice. And you want to put it on say a background color. I'm going to click on that, and as you can see, it's nice. Just double click this and then hit OK. But now what you can do is basically, what you're going to do is you want to hit the pen tool, and you just want to kind of make like a weird shape or something. You know, something unique, something, you know, something unique. You know, if you want to get like the thing, then just click this basically. Oh, you want to hit Control and then click, it will get up the like points, and you just want to make move it around or something, make it unique, something you know, something that stands out to the audience. But what you can do is you press Control R, it basically brings up the rulers, and what you can do is you can bring this down, it snaps into the middle. And then if you do it this side, it snaps into the center. And basically what you can do then is you can make this like so. And then you can just make it out of that, which basically it's kind of, you know, kind of weird. But what you do after that, hit right click, hit fill path, hit color, and then it'll bring up with this. Well, it should anyway. If it doesn't do that, bring that up, hit color, and then pick a color you want. Go for like a light blue or something, and hit OK. Once you've done that, hit delete path. But now what you want to do is, you realistically want to make on it is, now what you want to do is you want to right click on this, hit fill path, hit color, and then pick a nice blue or red or green or whatever. This hex code will be down in the description if you really want it. I don't know why, but you can just copy it off the screen. Hit OK and then hit OK. Now as you can see, it should come like this. What you want to do, right click, hit delete path, and that'll basically get rid of all the marks on the screen. But now what you can do is basically, if you hit V on your keyboard, you can move it, and you can just move it slightly to the left, and then you can slightly turn it. I'm not advising it, because you can see if you scroll in a little bit, I mean, you just want to make it perpendicular to the actual like line. But now what you want to do is you want to hit Control J on your keyboard, make a duplicate layer, right click, hit transform, and then hit rotate horizontal. What this does is basically it makes a duplicate layer, and then you just want to make it and put it on the opposite side. Now basically once you've done this, is you just want to try and put it exactly the way it is to the other side. Now as you can see, that looks kind of off, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this layer, and then I'm going to try and drag it down a little bit. Scroll in if you need to. I advise it because it does help a lot, and as you can see, if you scroll out now, you can barely see the difference. But now what you can do, because that just looks pretty bland, what you can do now is you can click both of these, hit Control E, which basically groups them together. And what you do, hit another layer, press go onto this, hit P, or hit P, you can go back to the pen tool, and basically what you want to do is you want to go like so, something like this will do, something like that. Maybe hit file, fill path, and then do the same thing as you did with the other one. Now as you can see, this is basically different. What you can do is you can change that by hitting Control, and then just, you know, messing around with this. It's basically all about trial and error. Basically all you can do really. If it doesn't work out for you, then you know, you can always try different methods to make like good profile pictures or something. But you know, this kind of works out in a way because as you saw, my new profile picture is a version of this, and yeah, it goes on and goes on. You can endless things. So just, you know, do the same thing, hit delete path, and then you know, make a duplicate layer, Control J, and then you know, what can you do? Transform, flip horizontal, and then just drag it. Then you want to hit V first, and then drag it along. You want to have it so it's like that, and as you see, that looks quite cool. But now what you can do is you can hit like click off it. But now what you can do is if you hit P again, P on your keyboard, kind of go across like this in here, and then make something along the lines of this. I'm not going to say this is going to be the best way of doing this, but like I say, it is all about trial and error. Something I learned off the guy I made, like I learned this way of doing it. I'll leave a link in the description to his YouTube channel. I don't, if you'll have already known, you'll already know about him. So I mean, you know, but yeah, like I said, it's all about trial and error. And if you get it wrong the first time, you can hit Control and then press on a mark or where you think a mark would be, and then it would come up with that like location. Right click again. It should say fill path. You want to have it on a layer, basically, or make a new layer and then do it. Fill path. Hit color, and then you basically saw it. Delete path. And that looks quite cool, you know. It doesn't look too bad. Don't go in too in depth of what you would want it to be. Just because it'd look, you'd think it'd look good, other people think it looks bad. But you know, you get an idea. You get a basic idea of what it is. But now what you can do, I'm just gonna group these together, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna get the pen tool again, and I'm just gonna go along this like so. If we do that, and if we do something like this, you don't have to go. I'm not gonna go too in depth of what this should be, just because it's just a tutorial, and you guys can be in depth as however much you want. Right click, fill path. You want to turn the opacity down to about 25%, and then hit OK. And as you can see, it's kind of a darker tone. But what you can also do is, if you want a different, like a darker tone, hit this, go back to color, and put a darker tone onto it. It is basically the easy way of doing it. But as you can see, it's not really changed anything, because you know, I'm really tired of doing this. So a darker blue will do. As you can see, it's kind of a fade. So right click, delete path. As you can see, it looks okay, because you can see where it is. Now what you can do is you can do the same with all of these. Don't go too in. I'm not going to go too in depth, but you can go into depth however much you want. Fill path, and I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going to do the same for this side. So right click, delete path, and then you know, I'm going to Control J, edit, transform, and flip horizontal. As you can see, it flips it completely. I don't know why it wasn't doing it with one. But yeah. But there you go. You can leave these two out because it looks kind of cool, and then with it, if it wasn't in, there you go. It looks pretty cool. If you can press Control H and then Control I, it gets rid of everything on the screen. But there you go. That looks really cool, and I think it looks really cool anyway. If you guys think it's cool, then leave a comment down below. And you know, the other thing, yeah. And then you can just group them together basically. But if you want text on it, I wouldn't suggest doing text. But if you really want text, place it on the screen like so, and then put a few things. So there you go. I'd suggest having a light blue for this, just because if you want it to be like a nice crisp colour, you can easily see it. I wouldn't suggest having text over it, but if you really want text, there you go. Control H, basically like so. Yeah, you don't want to be precise, because that's how people, you know, look stupid. But that's basically what it'd look like if it hadn't had anything on it. Our blending options, you know, you've got all these blending options over here. Here's stroke, you know. Bring everything up. I mean, 20 looks good. That's for thumbnails. 15 maybe? No. 10. There you go. 10 looks good. You can have it white. White would look better. But if you do white, then you're probably going to have to push the opacity, that down a little bit. And then you can probably turn the opacity down, which makes it look like a kind of grey. But I'd suggest if you want it white, then around about 3 will do. 3 or 4. There you go. And then you can do different kind of things. You know, outer glow, drop shadow. It's up to you. You know, I'm only doing this just because you guys. I wanted to make this video so you guys can see everything. But yeah, that's basically it. If you guys did enjoy, then leave a comment down below telling me I should do more of these kind of videos. I enjoyed doing this for you guys, and you know, I hope you guys enjoyed actually doing it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.